Yo, what's up? It's your boy to the Lute back with a goody good. Another interview down here with my brother. Introduce yourself.
It's your boy Jerry, you hear me?
We out here, man. We out here. It's Baltimore City. Know what I mean? So we out here. Definitely had to get this interview because I've been waiting for this one for a while. We had an interview before, but it was old. But I'm gonna give y'all a backstory for me first before he get into his situation. But I met Jerry 2013. I believe so. I always remember that because that's when my dad died. So I met him and a buddy of mine's Mel and stuff like that. So I met these brothers down here. Long story short, met them. Fell in love with him, man. As far as just a brotherhood, about just good guys. You know what I mean? When I first met Jerry and all that, we were just talking about the Bible and I think just the knowledge itself of just trying to figure this life thing out. You feel what I'm saying? And that's all it really is about, man. So if you can come across some good people, spread some good knowledge and stuff like that, man, that's what it's all about, man. But I'm down here today, this 2000, so I met him in 2013, this 2021, we still in the pandemic. They trying to kill us all, but we still surviving out this bitch.
That's crazy.
So we down here. So how you been, man? So what's going on? How you been?
Well, one thing, like you said, the pandemic, I'm trying to stay out the way of all the sickness and all of that.
Right, yeah.
Trying to stay well. That's all going good right now. But you know what I'm saying?
So it been out here, been like tough out here, or because a lot of people don't know too. We can get in before I ask you certain questions, like as far as like the lifestyle out here. A lot of people probably be scared. You know what I mean? They kind of be scared for certain people. Like, damn, you out here on these street show, and what I mean, is it that bad that everybody think it? You know what I mean? Like, or it's just like, it's regular. Like,
man, it's like, to be honest with you, I hear about stuff going on. Like I said, it's just like you said, like people talk. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear the talk too, but
right.
I don't know if the talk really is true or not. But I don't see nothing going on for real. But just
or you think people just paranoid? He's paranoid like a motherfucker.
It could be the energy that just drifted around them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If they always focused on the negativity, that's probably what they gonna see. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it because, me being in my situation, if I'm trying to eat and I'm trying to, get some help or see what's going on with the system as far as like if there's any more help out here.
Right.
I mean, I ain't really got time to be chasing down what's going on negatively.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get something to eat. Like trying to chase a fight, I'm gonna be starving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like,
I've been caught a couple arguments and fights and stuff, and then I'm hungry. But
right.
If I'm not gonna get paid for that, then I gotta go do what I gotta do real quick.
Exactly. That makes sense, right? So let this truck go past.
Right.
I told him every time we about to do something, a helicopter coming, niggas playing music.
I mean, I take care of business, but
yeah.
I guess we bring that energy out too. It's like, shoot, it's probably just the energy vibe. Cause they probably thought,
that's how it be for it. So let's go ahead. Let's start from the beginning, man. So let us know, like where you was born and raised at, and how it was out there. Cause you said originally you're not from Baltimore City, so explain, like how it was from where you from, and things like that growing up out there, or where you from. But just let everybody know exactly where you from, though.
Well, I mean, originally I was born here in Baltimore.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good. You know what I'm saying? I went to Dallas F. Nicholas Elementary School for kindergarten. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like growing up, by the time I was like 6 after kindergarten, I moved down to Richmond with my mom because that's where she wanted to move at. Mm-hmm. She the one that actually lived up here longer than, you know what I'm saying, since she was a child.
Right.
But I wound up growing up where she was born at, Richmond. Mm-hmm. And in Richmond, like growing up as a child, that shit was kind of fun, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was, like, I'm dead serious, that shit was fun. Yeah. But it was still some drama, like, like how everybody talk about a city being bad. I mean, you heard about the same stuff going on in Baltimore too. Like, before I left here, there was a whole bunch of, stuff going on in the streets. People supposedly getting shot. Like, one dude supposedly got shot at this motherfucking, like, phone booth. Like, I don't want to talk about the street or nothing.
Yeah.
He got shot at a phone booth. You know what I'm saying? Like, That's just not the type of stuff we chasing though. But it's like you just hear about it. We ain't see nothing, you know what I'm saying? But we heard about this shit.
But I think you told me before, because you said, and so, like it's definitely Virginia and all that. So that's strictly down south. But you was telling,
that's right below Maryland.
So you was telling me before though. But I remember when you told me, you was like, yo, like it's racist as a motherfucker. And I think you was telling me about the system, like the police system and shit like that. You said like it's fucked up down there.
That's how it was like in the early '90s, like when I first moved down that joint. At least that's what it seemed like for real. You know what I'm saying? Like it was some folks that just. When you look at how they drew the attention of the police, you could damn near see like, yeah, you like whatever you doing, you gotta just try to do shit different. But that's all you would really hear about. Cause I mean, as growing up as a child, you don't really see that much. You know what I'm saying? As far as like the negativity, as far as you see what's going on amongst you as a child and your peers.
Right.
But then the adults, it's just a bunch of, you hear about what's going on with them until you become an adult. You know
right.
And then at the end of the day, I mean, you know what I'm saying, it was just a bunch of people had problems with each other sometimes. And then
so is that like just people in general, or is that the black community, or is just like all types of races?
It could be any race, but being in the black community, you just hear about what's going on in the black community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even white people had problems, but it might not be that many. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like sometimes it could just be just that one moment where it's just somebody being a little bit out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like too drunk off some liquor or something.
Right.
And they just not wanting to be respectful to other folks. So like somebody just ready to fight them, and next thing you know, two people get to brawling and all that. And
some bad stuff will happen.
I mean, it don't always be bad until somebody just not feeling what's going on. Like, I'm not them, but you know what I'm saying? Like, if I get into a fight and it's over with, and I'm like, all right, it's time to just go ahead and get out of here for anything else happen.
Right.
Sometimes some shit happen, you know, and next thing you know, somebody wanted to shoot somebody, you know what I'm saying? But stay out of the way of that. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to live, so.
Yeah. So let's talk about the education system and all that. So how you was in school? Let's talk about like, you know, if you could remember, I guess, like first grade and what we do, elementary, middle, and high school. Like, if you could dip and dab in that, like, how you was between that, like, you know what I mean? Elementary, middle, and high school. Was that between Virginia and Maryland, or most of that was in Maryland, or?
Most of my school, it was in Richmond, Virginia. Because I only went to kindergarten up here.
Yeah.
And then from 1st through 12th grade, I went down, I attended school in Richmond, Virginia. As far as the schooling, man, it was pretty easy, you know what I'm saying? But you just had to, like, focus on your work, do your homework. It's just like the same thing with any other school system, you know what I'm saying? Like, they could say teachers got problems or the students got problems, but when it comes to like how we gotta really keep our vitamins and minerals up, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we not really eating the right good food and shit, that could affect your whole learning progress, you know what I'm saying? That was my main thing, trying to eat, you know what I'm saying, like the fruits and vegetables that I love to eat. And you know what I'm saying, like when I go in PE, get my exercise on, and studies was never really hard for me to do unless there's a bunch of distractions going on and whatnot. But
Right. So a lot of times too though, when kids go to school, as far as black kids, they be saying, a lot of times they be like, yo, school's boring and all that. Do you think a lot of us say that because they don't teach the stuff that, you know what I mean, like far as like a lot of our stuff? Because, you know, sometimes when Black History Month come around, of course it's gonna be Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Harriet Tubman. But like a lot of people say that like a lot of, you know, our kids tend to get bored because ain't nobody teaching what, you know what I mean? Like there ain't nobody gonna teach nobody like, yo, you know, a black man created the cell phone or something like that, and they ain't gonna teach them that. You know, do you think like as far as the black kid, because now it's getting crazy now with the black kids. I mean, just as far as the black community, like they don't care about school. Do you think they should, or do you think that the system should switch a little bit to get the kids, as far as our group of kids, interested in school? Or how you think like the school system, you know what I mean, is for, I guess from back in the day to like now? Because now is real wild now. Like all this internet shit going on, like they don't even care. They could be on Twitter, like,
Right.
yeah, I'm in school right now. I'm ready to get the fuck up out of here. Like, so how you think, like, what you think should change in the school system though? From, I guess, from where you was going until now, or do you think ain't nothing changed since then? That's a tough one, ain't it?
Yeah, because I ain't in school right now, but seeing how my little brother been progressing through school at the present time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can see like it's mainly the students' focus, and with the school system, I can't tell what the teachers is going, you know, in Baltimore. But only thing I can say, if they're not getting a good enough response from their students, the best thing to do is talk to each student individually to see what's their main strength. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you this then. So,
you know, in the education.
not to cut you off. So would that mean they go against the grain? Because I believe same thing as like a pastor or something, right? You know, you get a blueprint of what you got to teach before, you know, that you know what I mean, before everything take place and all that. So, because you know all the teachers get something like, yo, you got to teach this to the class. You know what I mean? So do you think that'll go against the grain? Do you think a lot of teachers scared to do that, or? Cause some teachers don't give a damn now. They'll do it though. But some people like, yo, hey, this what they gave me. This what I gotta teach. Like, what you think? Like, it's just like some people just go with the grain. Like, hey, man, whatever they give me, I gotta teach it.
I mean, when we was in school for real, for whatever they gave us, we was bound to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we put our effort into learning whatever they had for us to learn. And if they see us having problems, they'll try to break down the subjects and see if they can more simplify the subject. You know what I'm saying? Even with the explanation of how they're explaining, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people had a lot of struggle with math and stuff like that, and science too. But those were very easy subjects because
Why you
the
saying
math
it
was a little bit more difficult for a lot of other people.
Was it easy to you? That's what I'm saying. Why you say that?
It was easier for
Right,
me. Because I mean, like, all we dealing with is numbers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
we dealing with numbers. If you look at history, you got a lot of names, you got a lot of events, you got a lot of shit to remember. Math really ain't a lot of stuff to remember. Science can be a little bit more difficult than math, though. But math don't get that difficult. You know what I'm saying?
I failed science every year, nigga. Do you think that's crazy? I ain't gonna get into that. I was about to say something else. I don't know if you want to get into that, but I ain't gonna.
I can't really tell your teacher was teaching, though. That's the only thing, because, you know what I'm saying? It could be a situation where some teachers might not even explain things right. I don't know how the school system was here as far as, like, from 1st to 12th grade, but...
No, I ain't gonna lie. I think, as far as us, I think the school system is the same all around every state. I believe that because it's a system. Like the government, you gotta think about it. The government run all this shit. So the government not gonna change.
Right.
The government not gonna change just because
how much effort the teachers even put into teaching too, and how much they really want to try to help the students for real, man. Because
how can they do that
really
if
wanted to help us?
But I'm saying, how can they do that if the government give them a blueprint and be like, yo, don't go against this or you getting fired? That's what I'm saying. Like how some teachers do go against the grain and they do get fired, and they be like, hey man, I want the kids to know the truth. You know what I mean? But I think if you got a system, you gotta stick to that. That's like when you break the code of somebody. They talk about Illuminati and all this shit. Like, yo, you gotta do this. You know what I mean? If you break the code, nigga, we gonna kill you. Like, that's just what it is. Yeah, told y'all. If it ain't something, it's ambulance coming or going up.
Right.
So we still talking about the school system. Then we gonna go past that. So as far as the school, did you graduate or did you like finish the whole, you know what I mean, you said as far as 12th grade, did you get a high school diploma or did you get a GED?
I graduated, got my high school diploma.
Okay, I can give a hand clap. I can't clap. I had to clap the G. So what school was that?
George Ruff High School.
Hale, Virginia.
In Richmond, Virginia.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So appreciate that because a lot of people don't get that, though.
Right.
So I appreciate that one, man. So the school system, that was good. Was out the way of that. So then we're gonna come across, because now, so that means you 18, 19, you're a grown man now. Things get rougher and tougher in life as a black man in America. So question leading up to that now, did you dip and dab in the street life after finishing school, or did you, go to college, or did anything, you was trying to figure out, after that though? So that's what we leading up to now at the school and all that. Did you dip and dab in the street life? And if you did, tell us how that was. It was rocky, or what you had to go through with that. I mean, just break certain things down.
After I graduated, I was working at McDonald's. I started working at McDonald's at the age of 16 before I even graduated from high school.
That's good.
So by the time I started at 16, by the time I was 17, I was a crew leader. By the time I was 18, I was practically about to get a promotion to become a part-time manager.
That's what's up.
But I wound up getting terminated because I had an argument with a customer.
Yeah.
And after that, I had applied for another job through a temp service. And the place that I was working at was called Cadmus Publications through a Golden Staff temp service.
Right.
And I started off as a beginner's pressman. Matter of fact, not a beginner's pressman. Roll stand tender, basically taking care of all the printed paper coming off of the printing press. And I worked that for at least about 11 months. January, at least about 10 months. And after that, I started working at the cable company. So we got a truck coming back.
Yeah, it's always some noise and all that.
Right, but after that, after the press company, I started working at Cable View Communications. Installing cable. I was trained to install cable. But due to the fact that my driving record was kind of messed up, because I got kind of, cocky with the, I had a little Buick Century, a little sports edition. I got a little cocky on the highway. And
you had a whip and all that?
Hell yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got that joint working at Cadmus. So, I already had like a couple speeding tickets off of that joint. And my driving record was a little rusty, so I couldn't get a company truck or a van. But I was gonna work in the warehouse, trying to save up, give me a little, cheap little truck or something for.
So what years was this though? We talking about years now. What years?
After I graduated in 2004.
I was 17 at that.
I graduated in 04. I was still at McDonald's.
Right.
McDonald's, I got fired in 05, I think, in December.
Fired? What the fuck
right.
you did? Stole some fries?
Nah, I got into an argument with one of the customers a little bit.
Took an apple pie out that bitch. I'm gone, nigga. Fuck y'all.
Nah, I ain't even get fired. I got an argument with a customer. Because, I kind of got into my emotions a little bit because,
Long.
Oh,
long. You're good.
But I kind of got into my emotions with a customer one time. And the customer got a little bit upset with me because they pulled up to the microphone and they wasn't right there at the mic. Because I could hear the car, but they was pulled up too far.
Right.
So I'm telling them,
you was the one right there next to the window. You was working the window?
Yeah.
Oh, I could have did that shit. You like, hey, hello, my name's Jerry. Welcome to McDonald's. Let me take your order.
No, we ain't got it. I was trying to tell him, can he pull back some? Because I couldn't even hear the car at the mic. When they pull up in front of the mic, the mic's supposed to activate so I can hear them. I couldn't hear him though.
That's the best excuse.
He pulled right up past the drive. I heard him pull past, and then he pulls up so far that I can't hear him. I'm telling him, can you back up to the mic?
Right.
How can you not hear me through the microphone and you right there? You know what I'm saying? Then he pulled up to the window, opened up the window, and I'm already taking the next order. So I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I cursed him out a little bit.
Arguing at McDonald's.
Right.
Oh, goodness.
I wasn't appreciating that, you know what I'm saying? And
so you got fired from McDonald's.
Let me see, at that time I was what? I had to be like 19.
We don't gotta get into too much detail.
19.
We capture. I want to capture everything for Jerry interview though. Yeah, but that's good. He was working, get school and all that. So, besides that, the McDonald's and all that, did you dip and dab in the street life, or was you out of the street life a straight Christian, or how you was like? Did you leave that alone? I'm just saying. I mean, because you went around and said you worked at McDonald's and shit. I ain't like you telling on yourself, but I mean, if you did it, I was in the street life for like a goddamn half an hour, and I quit. I'm just saying, like, for a little bit. So I'm just saying, if you was in there, I mean, this is your story. Tell your story. Fuck
Man, the street life, I knew brothers, like, I don't even know what the street life is. I could have just been working at McDonald's, and then, like, I chill with other brothers that be out in the streets. Like, we just chill, but,
Right.
I mean, that's how the whole city is. Like,
Do you think everybody make the street life too complicated? Like, yo, nigga gotta watch his back, or he gotta don't do this or that. Might be an undercover cop. Like, do you think it's too much rules to that though? Cause that's what messed me up. You know what I mean? When I was getting into it, they was telling me like, yo, Lute, man, watch him. He might have a good slick haircut, and he might come in this bitch in a black car. You never know, and he might got 3 licenses. I'm like, dog, look, dog, I ain't fuck this. I might as well go ahead and just wash cars and sell waters.
Right.
I'm not with all this shit. I don't got time for all that. You know what I mean? Do you think this nigga
excuse me.
a net flew up his nose or something like that. But yeah, do you think that's too complicated? Or that's another thing too, because a lot of people be trying to figure out. I think other races trying to figure out, like, is that the only thing that the black youth do? Is just like at the school we just go strictly to the streets? Or do you think it's a choice, or do you think that we have to do it though? So break that down. Do you think it's a choice, or do you think we have to do it though? Or do you think in the middle that some niggas lazy and just don't want to go get a job or something like that? So try to break those 3 down. Is it choice, lazy, or do they have to do it though?
I mean, you gotta think. That's how they put it. I gotta do it because some people is probably lazy, and then some people just figure they need to do that type of job themselves because of what it is they doing, and how they figure if somebody else was doing it, it probably wouldn't even be done the right way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But some cats probably figure since it is the ability to get money like that, I'm going to do it to see if I can get as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you could do it,
easy money, like,
right?
Or quick. No, they say quick and easy money.
I mean, anything could be easy money if you look at it like you got skills to be a plumber. That's going to be easy money for you because you know how to do that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But that's just considered to be a legal business.
Yeah.
But with the whole situation with what we call the street life, just selling some drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's the people that actually ask for the drugs that kind of sometimes can mess the organization up for real, because first and foremost, a lot of people that use the drugs do have somewhere to live, you know what I'm saying? They could do stuff a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's how things can be done better. Or if the drug dealer is the one drawing attention to himself, that's his fault, you know what I'm saying? But whatever you want to do in this world, you can be able to do that. But the system itself, if we operated this system 9 times out of 10, it wouldn't be no problems with no fucking drug dealer. But it's who actually run the system. But then if you run your own life, you could do this shit, and if you keep getting locked up, it's like, yo, why are you locking me up? Everybody else making money.
Right,
how you expect me to eat? I mean, somebody else asked me for this, and you know what I'm saying?
Like the weed shit legalized now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's in DC, you can go out there and bitch smoke a blunt. Like they don't lock you up and up. Like,
if the right purpose for using the drug was actually being done, like if you use drugs the right way, because a drug ain't nothing but just medicine. But the purpose for the drug is to basically to help yourself for healing and therapy. It's just how people use the drug, and then 9 times out of 10, they put the using a drug rehab program.
Right.
The country wastes more money on drug rehab programs, but whose money you think they're wasting? The drug dealer. Every bust that they make, they putting that motherfucking money right into them drug rehab programs.
Right.
So don't you think it's feeding a family still? They not giving a fuck about locking no black man up, because that's another check. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Black man just choose to fuck around and take that downfall. You feel what I'm saying? That's still a strong motherfucking thing though.
Right.
But even the motherfucking drug user is a stronger person too. But at the end of the day, look at this system. They just want a piece of the motherfucking pie.
right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's all that shit is. They just want a piece of the pie. Excuse my language, but day in and day out, if a disease can kill you, why you really think they're gonna lock a man up for selling drugs? Because that's what he can do and they ain't got no piece of the pie from that. But we can sell meats, and if you can eat meat the wrong way, and it could give you salmonella poison,
Right.
don't you think that's something that should be illegal too? Then we should stop selling that on the market.
That make a lot of sense though.
Come on, man. They not looking at what they're actually allowing to happen, and you want to sit up here and just look at, because a white substance of powder or some heroin being sold, so a brother can go get something to eat. You gonna lock him up. Then you feed him even worse in the jail. Right. They getting a check. That's all they care about.
And you know what's crazy? That's why I love you so much for that though. And you know what's crazy? My nephew just told me this though, and I thought it was mind blowing. He was like, "Yo, we was drinking one day, and I was like, yo, I gotta go use the bathroom, yo." He was like, "All right, yo, be careful, because you know, like, if you pee now in like an alley or something like that, and if the police catch you," he said that they could lock you up now for exposing yourself or some wild shit like that. Meaning, like, they think you.
They been trying to lock people up for that.
That's
indecent
wild
exposure.
That's crazy,
and
yo.
See, that's why
we just said, like, niggas only got a porta potty over here. That's mind blowing. Is that, like, and then they're right there, because I think he was talking about, like, yo, they'll label you as a pedophile or something like that, like you exposing yourself to people. Like, yo, just because you in the alley taking a pee, that's crazy, yo. It's like,
but see, that's why we got the power of Supreme Court too. Like, if I'm in the alley taking a piss, I want them to lock me up, because at the end of the day, that's when I'm gonna go ahead and use their own contradictions against them. You know what I'm saying? Like, first and foremost, a porta potty is even, like, you know what I'm saying, something that could help.
That should be everywhere.
You got public restrooms in some of these restaurants. And you know what I'm saying, like, they
we can't even use them now, because they say, like, shit, they scared if you don't got a mask or something like that, you can't even come in there and use the bathroom.
So, but I mean, what do you think we supposed to do then?
We gotta be
I think it's about time for World War III. Then that's all I say. It's about time for World War III.
What you mean by that then? What?
I mean, at the end of the day, they ain't gonna want no type of world war for real. But this country really getting ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
You talking about as far as too many rules then?
Too many rules, like the law itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just ridiculous. It's a waste of money. First they waste their money on paper. That's why we got electronics now. We can use that. They were still wasting their money on printing paper for nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They said $1 ain't worth shit. That's what they said.
I mean, not even just $1, just printing paper, period. You know what I'm saying? They want to sit up here and try to talk all that trash about we need to do better with our economy. The fucking government the one printing fucking paper. You don't want to talk about first you want to say we need to do better with the motherfucking environment, but it's your motherfucking ass buying the paper to print on.
Right. Niggas be confused, like.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, they don't make sense. They just want to be more important for no reason. And you already important because you're alive as a creature. But to the whole factor that we got other people living, they just want to be more subjected to everybody coming to them. Excuse me, like they the kings and queens and run everything. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So we have to go to them. Like, yo, you can't go nowhere else. You gotta come to us, yo. You know what I mean? You gotta come to us.
Well,
for
let me
everything.
see
like,
you grow. Let me see you become a tree and grow apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? That's when I'm gonna come to you. But they're not the trees on this planet. They not no type of resource or anything. We all are the same type of motherfucking creature.
So they think they the main source. So basically what you're saying, the government think they God. That's basically what you're saying.
The government wish. I mean, in the flesh, if we all are children of God, we all gods in the flesh. But they must think that they are the ultimate universe God. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you this planet, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and think that, you know what I'm saying, like, I myself and another person should not have whatever we choose to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more of an obstacle. You know, it's just people really, they're afraid, you know, as far as the government, they're afraid that with the power we're really supposed to have, they don't take care of themselves for real. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the whole system itself doing what it's doing. People thinking, oh, we need this or we need that. Of course, everybody needs something, but the earth got everything we need. So why is you holding up everybody else when you sitting up here got everybody surrounded by you? I mean, everybody surrounding you like you in control of all of us. No.
Right.
It's really more of a problem anyway, for real, because what I see it as being is a trap. just like if whatever anybody on this planet is doing, God don't like, it's going to get taken care of. And the system is for real. The
shit
government,
crumbling.
the government itself. You got politicians, but then whoever really thinks like they the most powerful, because if they're going to really be, you know what I'm saying, in position to help everybody do what they got to do.
Yeah.
I mean, look at what's going on right now. If everybody else couldn't get any money right now, you know what I'm saying, probably wouldn't even be that much peace right now for it. You know what I'm saying? If it's like, all right, you got some folks that might have got their job, you know what I'm saying, took them from, or I mean not took them from, but unemployment. Yeah. I mean, shit. Hold on, my fault.
Take your time, with it. That smeared up kicking in, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, people that got laid off from their job and started receiving unemployment.
Yeah.
Basically, they're still able to take care of themselves. So if everything that the government got in place is supposed to try to help.
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, it wouldn't make sense for them to basically think to just, you know, give you things that's not really going to help. Like, why would you want to have your country right now going through a pandemic period? If something just broke out by accident, that's cool, but you gotta look at it like this was destined to happen for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way we want to start, like we want to let people open up restaurants and all that. Like, I like, be honest with you, it kind of really just, it didn't even like.
What you talking about, like when it first started?
Right, like the whole situation, like
was it weird? Was it weird to you?
Right now,
it was weird to you.
It was weird because everything was going good,
smooth,
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
everybody was working, all of that.
Yeah.
Now this pops up, so only thing I can say is it's just too much of a rambling, a random situation going on with how everything goes with. You know, you got the system going on, people working, then they letting people do what they would like to do. But at the end of the day, if things ain't going right, like if people really not having too much good results, is what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, from how they're doing things, it's not like the government really is trying to help us understand what we need to fix about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? That's the main problem for real. I don't see how, if we had the right information, you know what I'm saying, going about, because you got to think about it. The family household, you got anybody that's, you know what I'm saying, working a job, you got a family, you know what I'm saying, they got children, then it extends around to some, you got brothers and sisters, they all got children, you know what I'm saying, like everybody married, and then they have, your children grow up, and then they have children. It's a whole family, so like, the government's supposed to be our family too, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck can your family try to lead you in the wrong direction is what I'm trying to say, bro. If I already know what's going on with my own sister, my family ain't even trying to tell me like, Jared, you gotta do this and you gotta do that. We're just trying to apply for a job. They're telling me that with this and that. With my own self, they're not gonna try to tell me what I gotta do for myself. They're gonna
what that go to is like, hey, you gotta trust yourself and you just gotta, you know what I mean, fend for yourself. Then, and it's sad that a lot of our people, you know, I think in this day and age that we have to do that though. And it's crazy too. I had it on one of my songs though, but Tupac said it was an above the rim or something like that. But he said just because a nigga born in your family don't mean you stay family, all right? The motherfucker don't care about me, you, or nothing. And whoever wrote that line, that was an actual fact though, because you can have somebody in your family and all that, you know what I mean? But they could be right close by your side though. Yeah, me and Jerry, we cool though. But as soon as something happen, they're ready to set you up. And it's been a lot of, even when you talk about Cain and Abel and shit like that, about two brothers killing, one brother killing, you know what I mean? And stuff like that, yo. It's just like, this life stuff is crazy. And I think, you know, a lot of this deals with the American lifestyle, and it deals with influence and what you're going through in life and things like that, though. So a lot of this shit be weird, though. But I know we doing Jerry interview, but I don't know if I told y'all from the beginning, but we was gonna go through a lot of other stuff, because they don't know, like, when we talk, we talk. See what I'm saying? Like, we went to the whole government, some whole other shit. See, look at Jerry's zone.
Yeah, I'm thinking about you saying that.
Yeah, he be talking. Yeah. I mean, but y'all, I told that's why I like Jordan, because y'all got to get this information though. So we going to we passed all that, man. So we ain't gonna make this interview too long. We at like 34 minutes right now. So we're gonna get to what Jerry going through right now, and you know, what type of situations, how we can get, you know, try to help each other as a people and things like that. So as far as I would say, so what we lead up to now, it's 2021. We still got the pandemic a little bit. They talking about that it's going away and all that. Just seen on the news, they talk about Monday. Now we got to start wearing the mask again and things like this, man. So asking yourself, what's as a scholar? Would you call yourself a scholar, or you just say, what would you call yourself? Just like I'm spiritual, natural, like
you already know. I mean,
a spiritual being,
I'm spiritual, natural, and a scholar for real.
All right,
I mean,
so as a scholar, yeah, I think we are scholars though. All right.
Yeah, we all gotta be scholars for real, yo. Like
some of us don't know shit. Some of us still talking about A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Some of them don't even know what the fuck they talking about. But as we 2021, we got 2 more. Let me see, September, October, November, December.
Right.
Got 3 more months, about to be 2022 and all that.
Right.
So these last couple of months that you think we got in this year, man, do you see anything positive coming out of this, or do you see the destruction of the earth coming? I mean, because like, everybody can always talk about the end of the world and things like that. Sometimes I did believe in it. I mean, some people say, hey, we got to wait till the goddamn sun burn out, and that's going to take billions of years and shit like that. So I don't know, but everybody got their own beliefs. But in the last couple of October, November, December, we got 3 more months left. What do you see anything? Do you see anything changing in the last 3 months, or do you feel as though like, yo, this shit about to crumble? I see some World War, because I think what's going on right now is Afghanistan and Taliban beefing, right? Something like that, right? I see somebody took over some government over there or something.
Yeah.
Like I seen an interview, they had niggas
like
had
we
guns.
had something to do with the Afghanistan shit as far as our troops over there.
They said they took them away, but I saw niggas was doing an interview. Niggas had guns, big ass shotguns behind them. Like, yo, you better talk and all that. But they said the president took all the United States
troops away from
the
over
army.
there.
Yes. So
right.
And then elaborate on this too though, far as because you know been hella tornadoes and hella hurricanes too, and the Bible talk about that too.
That's the situation right there. Ain't no sun gonna burn out. That's what could really cause problems.
To tear shit up.
I can't take away that one. We see the problem right there. The tornadoes and the hurricanes, and then this plague right now. Like
so not to cut you off. So do you think the tornadoes and hurricanes? Do you think that's the power of the Most High or the universe doing that, or do you think it's so much foul energy in the earth right now is that this shit gotta get cleaned out? Like I have to.
It's all of what you just now said. It's the universe doing that, but it's our own reaction from what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. You talking all humans?
Yeah, like all of us. All, not everybody that's really like, you know what I'm saying, like got love. Like it don't take that many of us. It's a lot of us on this planet, but in this country,
right.
For the little bit that's doing they dirt, like that's all it take. New Orleans ain't a really big population of a city, bro. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Annapolis got hit. Annapolis, Maryland got hit hard too, though.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, yo. That scares people.
That's what I'm saying,
that scares
bro.
people a lot, though, yo.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like.
So would you be the person like, yo, y'all need to run to the Most High right now, or y'all just need to be, hey, change your lifestyle, man? Shit, like.
Man, everybody already in God's eyes. All they gotta do is just follow what they need to follow for their own guidance, bro. Like
that makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? It's all it really take for real. All it really take.
That makes a lot of sense. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If I know I need some help, like sometimes I be thinking about just needing help. Yeah. I gotta go in the right direction around the corner just to get some help. You know what I'm saying? If I need help, the universe will tell me like just go in that direction. I got some help for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we lead back up because we about to end it. We lead back up to my first question when we first started about you know how the lifestyle is out here in Baltimore City as far as being homeless. I really hate to say homeless, but I really be wanting to say on the streets, because a lot of people, you know, like even when the drug dealers be like, nigga, we in the streets, nigga, but I be like, yo, the homeless people, they in the streets.
Right.
What you talk? Y'all on the streets for like a 9 to 5. These niggas out this, I was out here. Out this bitch all day, niggas sleeping on a bench, on a motherfucking top of the roof, and like some wild shit, like whatever, waterfalls, whatever we had to do and all that. So I would say break a little bit down about, you know, how the street life is and how the street life treats you from a different, because somebody might be rich or somebody might be looking at this like, shit, man, you know, I'm in the house, I go to work, I got 9 to 5, I might be staying with my grandma and shit like that, you know what I mean? But people don't know that even when you're staying with somebody, that person might snap one day and change their mind, and then you might be out here. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So break certain things down, or what? Because now we leading up to that's how you even got out here. You know what I mean? So break a certain things down if it's dealing with your family members or anything like that, and you know, break that down so we can get the audience, you know what I mean, to understand what's going on out here now. Why you out here?
Right. How I got out here, just right now I'm unemployed, can't afford, you know, to help, you know, as far as bills and all of that with my family.
Right.
But
did you get along with your family, or like, you know what I mean, like break certain things down?
All
like
my family I get along
cool?
with them. Yeah. I mean, like I said, you know, I gotta be able to at least help them out with something, because I mean I still can go around and do what I need to do now. But me being out this joint gives me some time to relax and think too. You know what I'm saying? Because
so would you say? So would you say you out here by choice? So that means you out here by choice then?
Actually, not. Somewhat, but you know what I'm saying? Because
you just said like if you can't help them, then you don't want to be around that situation.
I don't have no job right now. You know what I'm saying?
So that's almost like by choice though. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, because
go ahead.
You know
don't
what I'm
cuss me
saying?
out. Go ahead.
I ain't cussing you out or nothing, because I'm like, it's like
brother,
this. If I had a good enough job right now, I have somewhere to stay. So it's really the employment thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's taking so long by choice.
Right.
But the beginning process, I did, you know what I'm saying, just, like, my people just like, if you can't help me out with the rent right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't trying to get kicked out by the landlord, you know what I'm saying?
That's understandable, right.
So, it's not really like it's no beef with him, me and my family. Ain't never been no beef like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I know some people probably have some problems and then they get kicked out, you know what I'm saying?
So for the most part, you get along with damn near everybody on both sides of the family, mom side, dad side?
Everybody, for real.
Okay,
but
right.
I would choose rather, it's both ends where I did choose to just be in this situation a little bit longer.
Right.
But then just by me not having a job pop up at enough time, a brother had to go through this for the time frame. And at first it was like, you know what I'm saying, in Richmond, he could have been able to go to a shelter, but they didn't really have enough space at the time, so I had to sleep in the streets. Then I got this help. His pastor helped me out of his crib. He wound up giving me a check to come up here, you know, through the Greyhound. And I started staying with my father at the time. I was about to get a job. They turned me down because I told him about the little charge I caught in Richmond.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you know, by him getting housing and stuff, they both, him and his wife, they getting income-based housing. They can't have too many tenants.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to go ahead and dip at that point and go to the shelter. But like, being in the shelter was the thing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit like prison.
I was in there. I was in there. About the rules, but with the whole interaction with everybody else,
nigga, like, we was. Let me
you got food. You trying to sell your food?
Let me interact a little bit too. I was in shelters with Jerry and all of them, and we was in that bitch for like niggas like. A couple niggas come out there talking about like they did 22 years in prison and shit like that. I'm like, look, dog. I've been in prison maybe like a couple months, like a couple weeks or a couple days and shit like but you got certain niggas, you know, coming out that bitch might have killed somebody, and you know what I mean, like you never, cause the shelter is just like and the thing about it is a lot of people that come down the shelter. Yeah, look, we looking at this fat tire and so
ATV shit.
A lot of people would come down the shelter and still get checks. Social Security checks and stuff like that, but they just come down to shelter because a lot of people just didn't want to pay rent, or they didn't, you know what I mean? But that's understandable too, though. But it's like, you know, that shit was like prison a lot of times too. You know, even when we trying to take a shower or use the bathroom, man, you know what I mean? Like they set it up like prison. You know, I used to come there mad because we used to eat hot. I used to always get mad at serve. I was like, please don't let them serve hot dogs and beans. Like, I used to be so mad because that's why I should thank God that me and Jerry had the food stamps, man. If one of us didn't have something or something like that, you know, we were like, yo, we about to get a pizza or something, yo, and we just about to stay outside and, you know what I mean?
Right.
And give it up like that, man. So I definitely had into that because I just want to let y'all know I was out here with Jerry and like I said, I was out here and I'm glad, and I thank the Most High. I don't want to take over the interview though, but and it's not even the wine and stuff talking to the man, but I really thank the Most High for Jerry and you know, Keon and a nigga named Peace, you know what I'm saying, that I met and certain brothers that I met, you know what I mean, that was real good brothers, yo.
Right.
And, you know, like, and a motherfucker like Jerry, excuse my language and all that, but a person like Jerry, you know, look at what I'm saying, 2013 and it's 2021, still out here surviving though. That's what brings joy to my life, and that's what. And I told Jerry before, even the camera come, all that shit come on. I'm like, you know, I love you, yo. He was like, go ahead, nigga, fuck you, because he
lying, yo.
Jerry, yo, he look like a sweetheart. That nigga be cussing me out, but that's what. That's our brother. I was like, you know, I love you, man. Fuck all that sentimental shit, nigga. I'm right on my shoe, though. Right on the shoe. Damn, right on the whole. Oh, so I was lying though. So Jerry, the whole. Yes, I was lying. I apologize for that. The whole liquor spilled though.
Ain't nothing wrong with joking. You ain't
yeah.
all your bottle.
But nah, man. But this is my man though. So we don't want to get this interview too long. But I want to say my piece before because we never know. We might see each other today or not though. But before I end his, I want to say my little piece though. But I want to say I appreciate Jerry for being himself. I appreciate him for being the same nigga or the same Lord that I met from 2013 till now, from 2021. I appreciate him to still have the knowledge though. You know what I mean? The nigga's smart though. He might, if anybody looking at this, y'all might be looking at his shirt and clothes. That shit don't matter, dog. Like this nigga brain, this nigga, like, I could say this, like when they was about to build computers or something like that, they probably. Jerry brain was almost like a blueprint or a structure of that. I'm not even trying to big you up too much though, because I wish I had the camera at that time then when I first met you about the shit that we was talking about. You know what I'm talking about? Right. About when we really when we used to have the debates and all that. Right. Like when we really got into it and don't mind all the liquor. It don't even matter. Even in the Bible say you could drink, but drink not to get drunken. Fuck it, done. I'm about to stop my damn self, but I treated my man. He wanted to smear it off, got some shots. That's what I do, man. You know what I mean? And I appreciate him for still living though. And this at what I'm saying now, we about to end this. That's all I want y'all to get is just the man still living. I'm gonna say the dates one more time. I met this man right here. This man in 2013 when my father died. It's 2021. Got 3 more months. About to be 2022, and this man's still surviving out here. Lock that in your head, lock that in your brains and all that. You know what I mean? About if you on the street and things like that, life ain't over with. And if a nigga like Jerry can do this shit, that lets you know that you got the power, you got the motivation, and you got the inspiration to keep on surviving, yo. You know what I mean? And that's what I wanted to break down too. Everybody think when a motherfucker get homeless, they think life is just over with. Like they want to kill themselves, commit suicide, niggas depressed.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just like, that's what I want you to just give some inspiration about that. Like, yo, it's not over, yo.
It ain't. It's just how you feel at the time. Yo. You got to really just relax for real. Like, I try to get enough rest out here sometimes, too. Especially when it's warm anyway, because, like, we really sometimes probably be in the house too much and disconnect ourselves from.
I heard about that, too.
Outside elements, man. That's how you feeling depressed sometimes, for real.
I heard about that, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I sometimes probably feel some other people's emotions about seeing me out here homeless at the time, you know what I'm saying? But it do kind of just phase off anyway, but, you know, I see that going well that some people really do have a heart anyway, but, you know, they ain't got to feel that sad and all, because I ain't dying, you know what I'm saying? I'm still
alive.
Living,
that's what I'm saying,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, still alive. And that's how you know that a nigga be touched by the Most High or the universe. Mm-hmm. That's why I keep saying, yo, a lot of us, our black people, you know, we talk about God, but I say that a lot of people don't believe in God. You can preach the Bible and shit all day, fuck all that. I'm just saying, like, you gotta come out here and show that.
Grow and trees grow and all that
Inside
stuff
of the
and
house.
don't believe in God.
Exactly.
That's what God doing. Growing the trees and grass. We ain't doing this shit.
That's what it is.
We need
we
that.
around God right now.
You know what I'm saying? Like if that get cut off, we done.
We out of here.
You know what I'm saying?
Goddamn, we couldn't even be breathing during the interview. We be like,
that's what I'm saying. Like
Jerry.
it's gonna take all of it though, but we'll probably have a little bit more problems if we ain't had no grass and trees around here right now. Yep. Like we will have a lot of problems right now.
And this is stuff Jerry be saying, because he was teaching me stuff like this too, about the shit that we had to appreciate about not littering. Like, you know, if me and him got a bottle and he got that right there, we shouldn't just throw this shit in the grass and all that. You know, if it's a trash can right there, you know, throw it in the trash, man. You know what I mean? And this a brother like this I met, you know, he just really appreciate the earth and really care about, you know what I mean, just like the universe and all that, man. I think God gonna bless you. I'm telling you, God gonna bless you. You know what I mean? That's why I always come down. Until I pass away and die and all that, I'm out here with him. You know what I mean? It's gonna be my brother till the end of time. He already know he coming to my birthday party. He gonna be live, nigga. Gonna be, so y'all looking at him now. So look at him now. He gonna be fly.
Right now, just how
he gonna be fly. I'm at this nigga a bottle of Ciroc.
We're gonna be doing an interview somewhere at my new crib or something, because I'm getting something special in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like,
don't worry. And my man make beats, and he nice with the beats. He ain't out here.
I do make music. I do make instrumentals. I know how to write lyrics, all that stuff. Like, I'm doing a little bit more studying with the computers too and stuff like that. As far as like, you know what I'm saying, installing all of the new technology we got as far as hard drives and RAM cards and all that. But that's some other stuff. You know
let me think a hit of somebody. Let me think a hit of somebody now if they leave a comment. So somebody be like, yeah, look, you know, you bigging up Jerry. You talking about he this smart and all this and smart and all that. Why he still homeless outside? Check this out. This is what I say. Is that everybody have their own life. You know what I mean? Everybody have their own choices in life and all that. When Jerry ready to get up out the situation, that's what he gonna do and all that. But the thing about it is, even though he in the situation, it's not bad though. People think just because a nigga homeless like it's bad though.
Right.
You know what I mean? When I was out this bitch, listen what I'm saying. Free rent. Look, let me break this down, dog. When we was in the shelter, right? Niggas was getting social security checks. If don't nobody know about that, niggas was getting $750 to almost $900 to $1,000 check. These niggas didn't have no houses. These niggas stayed in the shelters with us. Every month when they got their check, that's what happened. Them niggas got drunk, paid for hookers, smoked weed, do all types of shit, got hotels, and they was gone. When the money gone, it came right back to the shelter. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? So it's not about if a nigga out here want to stay out here. No, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I respect Jerry because I respect him as a man. I don't give a fuck what he doing. Jerry could be out this bitch in a wheelchair. I don't care, dog. This gonna be my brother until I die. You know what I mean? And hopefully he feel the same way for me. If he don't, I'm gonna turn this cam off and we about to get these boxing gloves in. we toasted it. No, that's fine, man. I love Jerry. So I appreciate you, man. So any final word, I always do this too with my interviews, man. So when it's all said and done, you know, if you pass away, and we talk about your legacy and all that, man. When it's all said and done, man, what you want people to remember Jerry as, man? And as far as your statement or your message, man, what you want everybody to remember you at, you know what I mean, for if you pass away, though?
The brother that tried to basically, like, you know what I'm saying, like just shine light on some more knowledge about our own selves as people, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need to break out of that race thing too. Like, everybody need to break out of it for real. Like, all races need to just think. You see other creatures come in different variations with all of their, you know what I'm saying, features and their own, you know what I'm saying, outer shell as well. Like, that's what we kind of get too, you know, caught up in. We inside of our own body. If we think we all that and we, you know, a big bag of chips that can't be touched, you know, a bag of chips get opened up at the top, you know what I'm saying? Right. And that joint get emptied out. So you're gonna want to be more than a bag of, all at the bag of chips, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't want to cause no drama, right?
Right.
But and that's good you said that. But do you think since so much happened to the black race, do you think we can't forget about it, or you think, like, you know what I mean? Because a lot of stuff did happen to us though. But it's like, how the fuck can we just forget about it? And it's still going on to the day. Like you said, George Floyd on his neck for like 5, 7, 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Stuff like this, like far as like police brutality. We ain't getting into a lot of stuff. We definitely, we're gonna have more interviews, but we ain't getting into a lot of stuff.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, if somebody say, like, well, Jerry, how can you say that, yo? And, you know, the black people and my black kids, yo, still going through, like, some crazy shit out here. It's like, how the fuck can I forget about it? And, you know, we just, like, but I think it ain't really, like, a racial thing. I think it's like, yo, it's like, even like the Bloods and the Crips. People don't understand. The Bloods and the Crips was set up to protect the neighborhood because they were saying that the white police officers was coming in the neighborhood doing shit. So that's the only reason why the Bloods and Crips was set up to protect the black neighborhoods. That's what it was until they got them niggas you know what I mean, to kill each other and fuck with it. Them niggas beefing like a motherfucker, you know what I mean? I don't know how it is now, but I'm just saying, it's like, it's crazy. So how would you answer that? It's like, you know, we still dealing with a lot of shit though, dog. It's like, you know what I mean? Because people don't even understand about racist. Racist doesn't mean, like, people think that's a bad thing, yo. And let me break it down to you. When a motherfucker that's racist, racist only means is that it's a group of people or something like that that is in a position of power. Black people, so-called African Americans, we not in a position of power. You know what I mean? So there's no such thing as a black person being raped. That doesn't even make sense. When a nigga be saying that, like, it doesn't even make sense. You know what I mean? We don't have no power to do shit. Jerry can't go over this bitch and slap a police officer and be like, yeah, nigga, fuck you. And then walk down the street without that nigga getting shot. We can't do that. You know what I mean? We don't have no power. But sometimes Whitey can do that, though. Fuck you. You ain't nothing.
That's going to cost him a tax on his soul, for real. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. He want that tax. He don't care, yo. Like, I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, if he the one that's going to do that, why would he do that?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to get my people to really realize, too. Like,
Do you think we need to start loving each other? I'm saying for us as a black people, do you think we need some love first? And
we already got it.
No, I'm saying before. I'm saying before we start loving everybody else.
Right.
Do you think we need to start loving each other first, like the black queens, or like, you know, everybody call us kings?
Self-love at first too.
For yourself.
Right. Because I mean, we gotta really love. If we love ourselves, how can we disrespect each other for real, man?
Loving yourself, dealing with the food you eat, dealing with the shit you're doing it. All right. Because I was getting on top of it. Because you be big on top of that. You know what I mean? Jared was trying to get me to be a vegan, but I told him, I said, I got high metabolism. I can't.
You gotta do what you gotta do for real. That's what I can't tell. I was just thinking, like, if we tried to basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I got the same situation, bro, but
it took a while for you too, then, right?
Right.
To be a little vegan, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just the way I wanted to, you know what I'm saying, change my whole habits of just what I'm putting in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
now, is that important too, though, about what you putting in your body to fuck with your brain, or?
It is, because everything we eat helps build our body up.
So the same thing with drugs, then.
Right.
If a nigga doing cocaine, crack, Molly, E-pills and shit like that, it's gonna fuck with your brain cells or how you functioning. All right, that makes sense. And you know what's crazy? I seen a video on all right. Yeah, I seen a video on Instagram. I seen a video on Instagram. A guy was saying, a Jamaican guy, he was like, put life in your body instead of putting death in your body. So he was saying, put the natural fruits and vegetables in your body instead of dead hamburgers, steaks, and things like this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So he was saying that. So yeah, man. So we out here. Let me get this text message. I'm sorry, Jerry. So all right, man. I appreciate y'all watching this. We almost had a minute. So we went too long. Jerry was like, look, I don't want my motherfucking interview long, nigga. Let me know if y'all don't, I'm scared of him. He be threatening me, killing me. He be trying, like, I'm coming where you find where you live at.
If that's the case, I would have been had him on a ransom interview. I'd have had him a ransom video on his own YouTube then.
No, that's my man. I love this man. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that I met him. I appreciate this, man. Thank him. You know, thank you for the time though, yo. You know, to really you know, do the interview. I told him too, I'm gonna come down here. I just bought him a t-shirt. I'm gonna come down here, try to get him a book bag and shit like that, man. So if anybody wanna hit him up, he a good brother though, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put his Cash App. He'll tell y'all his Cash App and there's information like that. I'm gonna let him get his shout outs for his Facebook, Instagram, or whatever he got going on, man. And I just want to say, like I said, I appreciate him because if anybody know me, I really appreciate people though. You know what I mean? I really appreciate people that, you know, just really got genuine love for niggas. You know what I mean? Me and Jerry got into it before. I can tell a little story that you know, Jerry was out here making beats. Can I tell it or I can't? You know what I'm talking about? Can I tell it?
Go ahead.
Man, he was making beats out here, and it's a guy that we know. I ain't gonna say his name though, but man, I think me and Jerry was walking to a situation one time. We was about to go get something to eat and all that, and I was trying to let him know, like, yo, I think this nigga trying to get over on you, yo. And Jerry was like, nah, yo, it ain't like that. I'm like, yo, I'm telling you, yo, because I know, like, this nigga ain't paid me nothing. You know what I mean? The nigga owed me a couple dollars just for all the GP. It ain't about no beats and music, but. And then me and Jerry about to get into a fight. I'm like, yo, come on, yo, I'm not fighting, yo. You my brother, yo. I'm just, but at the end of the day, I broke it down to him. I said, yo, it's just, I said, Jerry, the only reason I'm arguing with you because I care about you, nigga. I said, fuck about what I'm saying. It's not about what I'm saying. Just get that through your head about a nigga care about you. A nigga care about you, and I'm letting you know this nigga not gonna pay you. And showing up, the nigga didn't pay the nigga. Like, whatever happened and shit like that, because the nigga that nigga didn't come through. And that's why I was telling Jerry. I said I want to hook him up with certain niggas that's gonna fuck with him because he got good music, he got good beats. He take his time out here. He just told me before the camera came on. He said, "Yo, I like to get away from the noise, the helicopters, the ambulance, all this shit like this, and I want to get in my zone, yo, and make my beats and all that." That's a real nigga to let you know that he special about his craft and all that. See what I'm saying? You don't even have this. You don't even have what I just said in the industry. Niggas be like, oh, I'm just gonna make a beat and I'm gonna send it to yo and all. This nigga said, I don't need no noise around me. I want to get into this circle and get in tune with the situation. That's real shit. That's how I know. That's why I said Jerry gonna get blessed like that. You know what I mean? So I just want to talk my piece and say that because I really appreciate you though. And I want everybody to know that though. So I don't want nobody on here Lute dick sucking. Man, y'all can say what y'all want to say, nigga. This my man. If anybody came out this bitch today or tomorrow and try to fight him and all that, I'm fighting straight with yo. And it is what it is, nigga. You know what I mean? That's my brother. Like, cause when I first came out here, yo, the nigga showed me love. I would have told y'all he was a fake phony nigga. You know what I mean? I'm just getting an interview cause he homeless. Nah, like. The nigga showed the nigga love though. You know what I mean? If I was going to fight, Jerry like, I got your back. Is I'm lying? Mm-hmm. Jerry like, I got your back. Luke, you my man. Get the fucking fly. And that's why I come down here. If I got to buy him a little drink, a beer and all, that's what the fuck I do, man. So I'm going to let him cut it off, end it off. You're going to give us Instagram, Facebook and all that. I'm sorry I'm talking too much. Go ahead, Lord, do your thing, man. So you can give me all your information. We ain't going to do a GoFundMe though, but you do got the Cash App. The Facebook or Instagram. Go ahead and give me all your information, man.
Oh, my Facebook is on Straight Drop Gibson. That's STRATEDROP and Gibson GIBSON. My Cash App is GamerGod2020. That's GAMERGOD 2020.
All right, good. You still talking good?
That's all the information I got right there. I don't have no Instagram and Twitter like I used to. I got rid of them.
Oh, you just got the Facebook and Cash App?
Yeah, because my Instagram joint got clogged up with my password. I could never log back into that joint. Not my Instagram, my Twitter. And then the Instagram, I wasn't really doing too much. I deleted that joint. I ain't really
all right, man. Shit, man. It's getting a little chilly out here. I appreciate you. You know, we definitely gonna get another interview again. I said we could do one in November. So y'all looking at Jerry now, this thing will be super duper fly. Like Missy, me, I'm super fly, super duper. We gonna be turned up for my birthday, nigga. He already know, man. I appreciate him. And that's why I tell y'all, man, if y'all ever run across some good spiritual people, at the end of the day, man, look, this nigga out this bitch surviving. Look at this. Let me just show y'all this, right? This is Lexington Market is up this, but look at all this shit. Let me zoom in. Look at all this shit just fucked up. Niggas got graffiti all over. It's just fucked up out here, though. You know what I mean? Baltimore City, man, it's like, you know, if y'all hear little certain things, it is what it is about the crime and all that, but it's hard to survive down here. It really is, though, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, you got a motherfucker like Jerry out here that's surviving. You know what I mean? If don't nobody give him a hand clap about that, I don't know what to tell y'all. You know what I mean? that mean you a straight hater. Y'all just don't know, you know what I mean? This one a nigga in tune with life. About like, and that's how he know himself that he know God got him. So it's your boy to the Lute signing off. I appreciate the interview, Jerry. Thank you, man.
You're welcome, bro.
I really appreciate that, man. I always try and get you on my channel. Whenever you want to come back on this bitch, you spend that. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Whatever you feel, you got something to get off your chest. And by the way, too, I'm Jerry. Definitely, if we gotta do Jerry TV, I don't know. We can't do it because that sounds like Jerry. We can't. We might have to do something else. Yeah, we might have to do something else. Yeah.
They gonna see it, Joe. We
gonna get his YouTube channel set up, and we gonna get his shit booming too, man. And he gonna do some tutorials making beats, and he gonna do. I told him to do some tutorials about showing y'all what to eat, what to put in your body. You know, the natural substance, the vegetarian stuff. I said people like that, and you know what I mean. And I definitely want y'all to subscribe to his page because a person hit me on my YouTube page and said, "Yo, Lute, when you gonna do some more tours of Baltimore City about just going around and all that?" And that's what I'm telling you about Jerry. When Jerry get his stuff together, he'll be able to take the camera and walk up and down this bitch so he can show y'all like, yo, that's that's this and that. You know what I mean? Niggas over here. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when Jerry make his channel, when we get his channel together and all that, I'm gonna push all y'all to his channel so we can get his shit booming and stuff like that, man. So he could go here and survive out here on his own, you know what I mean? This nigga ain't asking for no handout, nothing like that. He ain't asked me for no money. He ain't asked me for shit. I said, that's my brother, buy him a Smurf. I told this nigga we can buy some 20. Nah, yo, just give me a Smurf, dog. Fuck that. If I could have bought him some weed, don't nobody sell no weed around. I'm gone. The weed illegal now. So we toast, let's pour your cup. Let's toast before we get up off. We can get a little toast, pour your cup. Oh, you want some of this wine too? Or you want to do my wine? Yeah, he would like to drink my shit. See what I'm saying? Because I told him he wasn't going to get none, dog. That's why I hate him, though. Let me pour it up. All right.
Thanks, bro.
He lucky he's my brother, though. Right. If he wasn't my brother, I would say fuck this. All right, so I say a little toast. We say a little toast. I say let's toast to life. Appreciate everybody being healthy and all that. Appreciate you still being live. I appreciate you that I can get you on the camera and things like that, man. I hope you just continue to be living. Hopefully we could be out of this bitch till we 50 or 60.
Right.
You want to say something good?
Shit, man. I hope everybody can stay well during this coronavirus thing. Glad everybody's still alive right now.
And show me some love.
Some love to my brother. Luke, you know what I'm saying? He getting over the whole situation too.
He almost died. Yeah, I told him. Yeah, definitely. They know too. Almost died, yo. Yeah.
And my condolences to all my peoples out there, my family and everybody else's family that lost their life right now. I lost 2 of my cousins up here. Dang. A couple of my uncle, my cousin up here, my uncle Tyrone, and my cousin Junie. Yeah. Down in Richmond, my cousin Kitty, her real name Martha, but her nickname Kitty. Yeah. But she passed away. You know, it's really tough.
Yeah,
my cousin,
rest in peace to everybody, man. And my niece got shot and killed. Yeah, I didn't even tell you that. My niece got shot and killed like 3 months ago, man. Down Monument Street. Shot like I think she got shot a couple times. He got hit up a couple times, too, yeah, man. But I want to say, appreciate everybody. We're gonna keep living for everybody, and hopefully we got people like me and Jerry to stay around to keep on, you know, showing this, sharing the knowledge and showing the love with everybody, man. And I appreciate him doing this interview, and we're gonna sign off for this. Make sure, Jerry, get Facebook, and you say you getting the Facebook and all that?
Right, that's straight.
I'm gonna do the Cash App. He gonna send me the Cash App. If you don't want to send him something, man, he out here surviving, man. So he out here in the mean streets of Baltimore, man. If y'all can send him $5, $2, shit, it don't even matter. Whatever he say, can get him something to eat, or if you want to get a little drink or something, just enjoy yourself for one day, man. That's what it's all about. We're gonna hold this up to the Most High. Appreciate you, man. Let me gone.
All right.
All on my shirt.